Welcome back. Episode 2, Druze Daily Dose podcast. Hoping this is going to be a huge hit. No, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just doing it just because I want to do it. And I have the capability of doing it. But, yeah. Another installment. I should call it Drew's boringness, boredom, death by boredom, killing people by boredom. But no, alright. Got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. And it's actually taking place here at my 9-to-5 job. I don't know if I should say that or not. Yeah, why not? But, we'll just say I'm on lunch. Yeah, it's lunchtime. No, but today we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Hopefully not just straight MMA. Sorry for those of you who are not into MMA that want to support me by listening to my podcast, and you had to listen to that all MMA podcast. That sucks. I'm sorry. I apologize. But at least you're kind of educated about some MMA fighters now, a little bit. But that reminds me. Well, I'm going to have to apologize again because I'm talking about MMA again. But but no, today I heard a rumor of Jose Aldo taking on that motherfucking doucher Dominic Cruz. So that is a phenomenal matchup. I love that matchup. I really hope they do it. They're calling it a super fight. I'm not sure what weight class it's going to be. Probably it's got to be 45. I mean, Jose Aldo's way too big. I do not see him cutting no more fucking weight. I mean, he can barely make 145, but yeah, that is an extremely interesting matchup. And I really hope it goes down. I mean, I hope no one pulls out. They're saying 207, UFC 207. And I don't know. I don't know if that's... I mean, so far it's just a rumor. So I guess we'll see if it actually happens. But, man, that would just be phenomenal. And, yeah, because I really don't see Jose Aldo... excuse me, getting knocked out so quickly again. I think that McGregor just mind fucked him. You know, he just got in his head, totally mind fucked him, and capitalized, and did exactly what he wanted to do. You know, couldn't do that to Nate Diaz though. But anyways, that's another topic for another podcast. But yeah, I think Aldo, man, I think he'll scrape Dominic, because Dominic, he's a phenomenal fighter. I mean, as much as I hate his personality and call him a douchebag and all that, he is an amazing, phenomenal, high-level fighter inside the cage. And I think that, you know, he can beat a lot of people. He can beat a lot of fighters. But and Aldo could be one of them, but I think Aldo is just he's too quick, he's too powerful. He's too, you know, because he pushes the pace, but also he's very accurate with his strikes when he presses forward. I mean, obviously not against McGregor, but, but yeah, I see that going a few different ways. But I'm hoping that Aldo can get in there, land like a couple of nice, powerful shots, and then just capitalize, finish time, son. But I don't know. But like I said, you know, Dom's very elusive. He's so good with his striking and his angles, and excellent grappler. I mean, they're both phenomenal grapplers. You know, I would say slight edge to young Scarface Jose Aldo, but I don't know, because we don't get to see his jits too much. You know, he's mainly known for his devastating striking, but we'll see. In other news, well, not news, but I definitely wanted to touch on, I started this podcast too because I feel like as a human being, it's my duty to spread awareness about certain things, about a lot of things. And one of my main topics that you'll probably hear me rant about a lot is actually McDonald's. McDonald's is very, very, very deadly. And, I tell everyone, I'm not that annoying friend, that's going to be all, hey guys, don't smoke, like that annoying friend that tells you not to smoke cigarettes or do anything bad. But no, I'm just, anybody who knows me knows I'm about facts. I'm about, telling the truth. I'm not about that bullshit. And yeah, I just read an article. I'm probably going to read a little bit of it later, like to you. Oops. But for now, it said, the article said, studies show that people that eat McDonald's twice a week are more susceptible to getting hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular issues, and I believe it. I truly do, because that shit is not even food. All their bread is not even fucking bread. Their bread has high fructose corn syrup in it. That alone should make you not want to eat that shit. That shit is poison. Straight motherfucking poison. My body, I try to do the best I can. Like last night, I didn't have any ice cream as much as I wanted to, and we got 2 tubs of it in the freezer. I just, what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to have it because it's bad for me. It's good to eat like that. Had I gone to training last night, martial arts training, specifically Sambo and Jiu-Jitsu, it would have been fine. I'd come home, I'd eat my fish and my broccoli, and then after have some ice cream. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. But the less, sugary stuff we eat, the better. But, in our lives. But, we also don't want to suffer, we don't want to live those lives of not treating ourselves, because, that saying's true, you got to treat yourself, not cheat yourself. And I'm a firm believer in that. And it's, sorry, I'm eating pumpkin seeds. See, which is a good example of a healthy snack. I just ate a banana too. That's pretty healthy. But yeah, see, and that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy eating healthy snacks, training, exercising. I really love exercising. I think it's the best thing for you. If you've ever in your life ran on a treadmill or around a track, as much as you possibly could, meaning, let's say, for example, on a track, run around it as many times as you possibly can, and let me know how you feel afterwards. I guarantee you'll feel amazing. It's so great to take your body to the limits and just sweat so profusely, like crazy, just dripping from head to toe. That's amazing. Not only is it good for your health, but it's good for your mental health too. And studies have shown that. But just do it yourself. Do it yourself, and you'll see, you'll feel it afterwards. It feels so great. I mean, or elliptical, or, you could run on, they got the stairs now in the gyms, 24-hour fitness and all that. It's just like the treadmill, except it's got stairs on it. Well, oh yeah, the Stairmaster. I think it's called the Stairmaster. But they got that. They got the elliptical. Cardio, man. I mean, there's no guarantee that that's. I mean, studies show that it is excellent for our bodies, but everybody's body's different. I mean, that one star. That comedian from the UK, he played Fred in Drop Dead Fred. He went jogging every day of his life, pretty much. But he got one morning he went jogging, and I guess he pretty much dropped dead. No pun intended. R.I.P. All respects to the dead, but. And I loved him in Drop Dead Fred. That's one of my favorite childhood classics. I love that movie. But he's just an example of, doing the right thing, exercising. But, because everybody's got different bodies. Your body's different than the next person's body. I mean, they're saying it's the same design. It's just, you may have, a heart condition that runs in your family that, that you may not know about. So you got to go get tested. Well, I'm sure they would have told you, when you were a kid. But I'm just saying, man, exercise is the way to go. Fuck fast food. Fuck McDonald's. Fuck McDonald's, though. Like, out of all the fuckery, fuck McDonald's, because, they're just one of the longest running ones, and they're just so fucking deadly. And, but growing up, I didn't know any better. I ate that shit often, especially in high school. Oh man, I fucking loved McDonald's. Still do. I mean, like, the thought about it, like, I still like think of like a fillet of fish. Sounds pretty good. Big Mac, that was my favorite. I fucked with Big Macs tough. But I haven't had it in quite some time, like maybe like 2 years or so, and but I'm not completely innocent. And the reason why I say that is because I eat, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, In-N-Out. Okay, well, In-N-Out's phenomenal. I'll never stop eating In-N-Out. Excuse me. But, Jack in the Box, that's deadly. But their menu, they got a lot of stuff. I haven't eaten it in a while, though, in my defense. It's been... It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Sorry, that song popped in my head. But, it's been a long time. Like, and I think the last thing I had was, like, tacos. I think I just had their tacos. But it doesn't matter. I mean, poison's poison. Poison's poison. But, and then Taco Bell, though. That's like my number one. Like, that's right there next to In-N-Out, pretty much. But see, In-N-Out, that's the thing about In-N-Out. They use, like, quality fucking ingredients. They use organic vegetables. I'm pretty sure it's organic. If not, I know that it comes from a farmer that, like, farms it specifically for them. Like, excuse me. And same goes for their bread. Their bread is custom baked for them. I really don't think there's any bullshit in it. Fast food is fast food, but... Oh, and their beef is... Okay, I've heard different things. I heard that In-N-Out's beef is like... It's either got no hormones in it, or it's got... No, wait. It's either got no growth hormones in it, but they use antibiotics, or it's the other way around. They don't use antibiotics on their cows, but they give them growth hormones. But, I mean, it's all fucked. It's all fucked. It doesn't matter. All that shit's so fucked. You don't want to do any of that shit. It's all bullshit. Don't ever fucking do that. But my point is, they use quality ingredients, and I mean, like, more quality. The quality is a lot better than fucking McDonald's or fucking Burger King. Fuck Burger King too. I haven't had Burger King in a minute. It's actually probably been around the same time as Mickey D's, maybe. No, it's been like probably a year since I had BK, to be honest. But BK, I just like their Whoppers. I mean, pretty much. I can, like, really not fuck with anything on their menu except for the Whopper or Whopper Jr. I like the Whopper Juniors better. Reason why is because everything's, like, more proportionate. It's like, I love the Whoppers too. I don't know. Because, like, if I get Whopper Juniors, I gotta eat, like, 3 of them bad boys. And some fries. Damn, now that's horrible. But they're just so delicious. But like I said, man, I try to stay away from that shit, you know. I fuck with Chipotle if I do eat out. Chipotle is good. And, you know, they are on their high horse, too, about the fucking not using, you know, growth hormones on the beef. And what else? No growth hormones, you know, all that shit. Grass-fed. That's the shit, man. That's what you want to get, you know, preferably. I understand money's tight. Can't always get that, but yeah, man. I just try to... It's always best to just cook your own food. I mean, I love to splurge and go out to restaurants, but, you know, you don't know what the fuck's going in your food. You really don't. And even if you ask them, fucking management, they're not gonna know shit. I mean, they'll know a little bit more than you do, but... Because, like, my homegirl, I was just talking to my friend the other day. She said... Because I said, yeah, I got a salad. I got it from Whole Foods. Like, their little buffet area or whatever. And she goes, yeah, well, you were better off getting one of those, pre-packaged salads in the plastic, because them motherfuckers, they get that shit by the pounds. Like, you know, all they do is open up that bag. They got probably like a 10-pound bag of lettuce, sticking it out there, you know, and the shit don't even turn brown, which means it's got preservatives in it. It's all bad, man. But, you know, it's just best to do the best you can. And then, you know, that's all we can do. This world is so fucked. All these billionaire fucks just fucked us. You know, it's all on them. I mean, in my lifestyle, for those that don't know me, I've done a lot of damage to my body over the years. Drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, eating like shit, like a fucking pig, eating like the scum of the earth. But no, you know, and it's just, you know, and I'm at a point now in my life where I just want to do the best I can and try to live the healthiest I can, you know. But it's hard. It's hard because eating is like the most enjoyable thing. You know what I mean? It's the most enjoyable thing in the fucking world. And I love it. Eating's my passion. Like, I always had dreams about being a chef, or, well, my main dream was being a food critic. And, you know, being like that one fuck, that Andrew Zimmerman fuck, or what's his name, Anthony Bourdain. But Anthony Bourdain's, like, he's a dope-ass motherfucker, though. I mean, Zimmerman, you know, he's kind of fruity. I mean, nothing against that. He's just kind of irritating. He irritates me when I watch his show. I mean, he's cool. He does his job good, you know, and he's very knowledgeable, but, I don't know, he irritates me sometimes. But Anthony Bourdain, he's a dope-ass motherfucker. I love Anthony Bourdain. And I loved him more when I found out he was doing jiu-jitsu. I was like, what? Because I'm a jits head. You know, that's my number one love in life is jiu-jitsu. You know, and then he got a blue belt. He got a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and I really loved that. I was like, wow, man. And he inspired me. But no, no, but it was really trippy because that motherfucker was always drinking vodka and smoking cigarettes in all of his episodes. And then, next thing I know, he's over there rolling and doing jiu-jitsu, which is, people that don't know about jiu-jitsu, it's like a super, super cardio workout at times. You know, well, actually, I mean, most of the time. If you want to get good at it and you want to work hard at it, yeah, it's going to be a lot of cardio. But, so yeah. And then, but that's good though, because he probably cleansed the system. And then I found out that his wife is like a super high level. I want to say she's a black belt, but I could be wrong. I don't know. No, she's probably not a black belt. Maybe purple belt. I don't know. But, no, I think she is a black belt. I'll get back to you guys on that one. But, which is awesome, because she probably inspired him. But, I think in an interview, he was saying though, like, and he has hella friends too that do jiu-jitsu, and they kept telling him too, like, his wife would tell him, like, yeah, you need to do jiu-jitsu, it's awesome. And then his friends were like, man, this jiu-jitsu, you know, you gotta do it, it's pretty awesome. And then he wanted to, he finally said, all right, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. And then he did it, and he loves it. And that's exactly like me. I've always loved, like, I fell in love with jiu-jitsu officially in 2007. That is the year I officially fell in love with jiu-jitsu. And I was like, whoa, like, this is the shit right here. Like, I fucking love, like, but, you know, I admired it as a fan, like as a spectator, you know, because, you know, I've been into MMA since, like, shit, well, since the 90s, since I was a kid, I would watch the early UFCs, like, holy shit, these guys are savages. And, you know, of course, like, because I grew up in a family of boxing, like, all my dad and my uncles all watched boxing, you know, they loved it. So, me as a kid, I'd be watching it too. And that goes for the Niners and the Giants. You know, I just grew up, you know, like, what does Bane say? You merely adapted that lifestyle. I was born in it. So I was born in my Niners, born in my Giants, born in my Dubs. My dad likes the Celtics too, though, but he supports both because he grew up in San Francisco. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, jiu-jitsu. It is a phenomenal martial art. I think, wait, is that what I was talking about? I don't know. This podcast is random. It's all over the place, you know. That's just how I do. But, and in future episodes, too, I will be having guests. So this isn't just like a solo thing, you know, all the time. I actually prefer to have a guest because then, you know, I have someone to bounce shit off of, you know, bounce ideas off of, and then, you know, you get their opinion and my opinion, so it's kind of double on things. But I don't know, I could talk about jiu-jitsu all day, every day. It's so amazing. It changed my life. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I remember. So 2007, you know, that's when I fell in love with Anderson Silva. No homo. I mean, I watched, because I was watching his fights in 2007, and they were like showing the best of Anderson Silva and all that. I'm like, wow. And then I did my own research, jumped on YouTube, and then watched all of his old fights. And I'm like, you know what? Because I think I've seen him before. I think I've seen that Pride fight before with him and Carlos Newton. But, which was a dope-ass fight, by the way. That's one of his dopest fights. And, you know, Carlos Newton was dope. I liked him growing up, too. He was one of my favorites. But some of my favorites growing up, in the early MMA days, or when I really started being a fan, was of course the Iceman Liddell days, BJ Penn. You know what I mean? BJ Penn was my favorite fighter of all time. At that time, I was all about BJ Penn because he was a little guy like me, and I just loved it. Loved his style, boxing. Man, I love Iceman. I always hated Tito, but Tito, I did go for him against Ken Shamrock, and it's crazy because it's weird. I've always disliked Shamrock, but nowadays I respect the guy. I have nothing against him. Tito, I still can't stand. And then the only time I went against Ice, no, I never went against Iceman. Never went against BJ. Oh shit. No, you know what? I didn't go against BJ. When it was Nick Diaz and BJ Penn, that was hard, man. I didn't know. I just didn't want anyone to get hurt. It was one of those fights. Ooh, I almost inhaled a seed and choked to death. Sorry. Wow. That was insane. Alright, yeah. With Tito, with Nick Diaz and BJ, man, that was so hard. Especially Anderson Silva and Nick Diaz, man. I didn't know who the fuck he was. Well, I didn't go for anybody, because Nick Diaz and Diaz brothers are my favorite fighters of all time. Well, they're my current favorite fighters. Anderson Silva is still my current, and Damian Maia is still my favorite. I always loved Maia. It's just great to see him shining, because man, that guy works so hard, such a hard worker, and just such an intelligent fighter. I mean, he's just, he's a jiu-jitsu fighter, and he just straight up represents jiu-jitsu hardcore. And I love that. I love that so much. And yeah, he's like my favorite current active. But no, Silva's still active. They're talking about GSP versus Silva. I don't like it now because Silva's not in his prime. Back in the day when they were talking about that, a few years ago, man, that was exciting. Everyone wanted that fight. Or like John Jones and fucking Silva. But, Silva, he's way past his prime. He's at the end of his career, obviously, because of his age. But, yeah. No, I hate those kind of matchups, man. I hate when they match them up like that. Like BJ Penn and Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz has never fought one of my favorites, so I've never gone against Nate, and I was never like, oh, I don't know who to go for. I always went for Nate. I mean, I respected, and actually, I was a fan of, a couple of people that he fought, like Donald Cerrone. I like Cerrone. I'm a pretty big fan of his. Not like super crazy fan, but who else was I a fan of that he fought? I can't think of any right now. It's weird because he's fought a lot. He's fought a lot of guys that I kind of like and respect, but didn't he fight Jim Miller? I think he fought Jim Miller. Yeah, he fought Jim Miller. Fucked him up too. And I love Jim Miller. I think he's a great dope ass fighter. I love him on and off the octagon. I mean in and out of the octagon. Just like football, you like the guy on the field or do you like him off the field? Like but I really don't know who the hell is going to listen to these. Because, these are going to go on YouTube eventually. And they're going to be, available to anyone and everyone across the world. Like, here I am in the Bay Area, California, and it's going to be someone in Australia could listen to this if they want to. You know, I don't recommend it, but but they could. But I'm probably gonna wrap this thing up. No, I could. You know, I'm just a talker too. That's kind of why I started this thing. And I can talk for days if you let me. For fucking days. But yeah. Episode 2. It's a wrap. Whatever. Whatever the case may be. Maybe you have a boring job like me, and you're able to, pop your headphones in, and you know what I mean. So, it is what it is. I guess this would be just like the last resort of entertainment. Like if you had absolutely nothing to do, the power was out, and but your phone was still on. But like nothing else worked, like you couldn't watch anything else on YouTube. And so you had to listen to this, then there you go. But also maybe someone put a gun to your head and forces you to listen to it. Okay, now that's just torture. But anyways, talk some MMA, talk some awareness. I think it was a good show. And I'll definitely be back with another app. Stay classy, San Diego. I just wanted to say that. No, really, I'm in the Bay Area, so... I should create like a little punchline I say after every show. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But anyways, whoever listened to this, thank you. Hope you enjoyed. And... yeah, contact me if I provide contact information in the future. And yeah, I hope and I hope that I had no audio errors, because I had quite a bit last time. So yeah, anyways, signing out. Peace and love. Take care. Alrighty. I'm out.